Hello and welcome to today's LOL Esports Roundup. We're going to cover the LEC series from today. All we have left is Europe when it comes to the four major regions. This upcoming week, more Hall of Fame videos, probably. I know not a lot of people view them, but that's the content that I want to do. And then once September 1st hits, that's when I intend on start rolling out my Worlds 2022 preview series. Probably similar to how I did last year, but also there will be 30 videos, so I will find other content along the way that will be Worlds related, in addition to just the roundups that will happen as teams make roster moves and games are played in Europe. So predictions: 274, 131. Got this one on the dot. I thought Fnatic would win 3-2. The manner in which they won, not what I thought. So Humanoid 15, 10, 27, 30% of damage would lead the team. Noah 23, 9, 26. Patrick 26, 8, and 28, 32% of damage in the loss. If you watched my sneak peek yesterday of this series, we identified that the solo lanes of Excel were the difference makers when they played against Fnatic. And Fnatic's bot lane accounted for nearly 40% of their damage. So the way these teams looked going into it, it's a big deal that Humanoid actually led Fnatic in damage because he went from a secondary carry to the primary carry, and Excel's bot lane tried to be the primary carry because Odoamne didn't quite have it today. Abadage, not quite as much. Now, it went to 5 games. They played well, but just it wasn't enough. Oscarinen was MVP, by the way. He had a pentakill on Gwen in Game 1 as the Nexus expired, so as we do all the time, I say this if you're new to the channel. If you get a penta, you're MVP of the series, and Oscarinen was that. He did play Ornn and more facilitator, tankier champions towards the end of the series. Excel did end up responding after Game 1, winning the next 2, playing quite well. There were moments where Fnatic were kind of crawling back into it. I mean, even down 10k gold. But in the end, Patrick Zeri was just on another level. And it was hard to really keep up with that champion. Now, they really gave us a different look in games 4 and 5, though, when it came to Fnatic. Taliyah jungle out of Razork was not something I thought was going to happen today. Game 4, it was really good. And in Game 5, it found moments to be impactful. Not only that, Humanoid on Tristana is a monster pick. I say it all the time in this meta. Tristana mid is one of my favorite variations of not only champion but role in champion. I feel that it is very punishing. I think that it offers a lot. And what Fnatic did today was they showed a wrinkle that no one else is showing, the Taliyah. So we've seen Nico around, and it's the same vein, right? We're seeing how itemization and things like that are allowing some mid lane champions to go to the jungle in this current meta, in the fringe of it. And now all of a sudden they have a threat that other teams don't. And sure, there are teams that can play Taliyah jungle. There are junglers capable of it, but they did not show it. And that's the thing here. So Game 5, very close. Excel actually had a lead, and then just couldn't get it done. As Humanoid came through in team fights, Noah's Callista, Trimby was excellent. Honestly, Fnatic were the better team on paper. Excel put in a really, really good fight, and they had a chance to win the series and actually go to Worlds. We have the two teams that were like the biggest disappointments in winter, right? The two teams that everyone were like, oh my god, these teams suck. And they're battling to go to Worlds. It's quite wild. Outside of that, pentakill for Oscarinen, I will say that I thought top lane was a bit of a wash. Odo not doing as well as we would have liked, but for Oscarinen to get a wash out of that compared to how it had went the previous 5 games in the split, that's a big deal. Razork, much better than Peach. Like I said, offering a Taliyah pick. Not only that, also being able to play Ivern and Poppy well, where Peach is very one-dimensional, very facilitator-oriented, so there's a diffy. Mid lane, I thought Humanoid did better than Abadage. The Tristana having a big reason why. I thought Abadage hit some nice plays on Azir. But in the end, just didn't have enough. And then bot lane, it was a mix. Noah doesn't die a lot. So for him to have the best KDA, not a shocker to me. Early on, when the team really struggled in the split, Noah led in damage. Now, Noah is just not dying, and the rest of the team is dealing the damage, which is huge. Whereas Patrick, trying to put the team on his back like he's put Excel on his back for more than a year now, probably a couple if you really think about it. And, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. So that's it for the roundup. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.